Yo, what's good? It's your boy, Coach Joe. This is Coach's Corner Podcast with my boy.
This is Even Hands Boxing here with a Fight Game News Talk.
And you know, every time we get together, we talk about that boxing shit.
I had your fucking blood boiling yesterday. We sitting there talking about basketball. This dude wanted to kill me over the phone, son. That we ain't had no sense. Dude, we had
some crazy shit. That's why.
Dude, somebody asked me a question about Abdullah earlier. Mason. Him and Schofield.
Oh, okay. And I got Farmer.
Correct. So they was sitting there. I seen somewhere that that Schofield got his eye on Mason. How would you see that coming out?
It's a good fight.
Yeah,
it's a good fight.
Because Mason takes a lot of shots.
It's a good fight because they're both, upcoming prospects. I like to say they're both in the same place. I don't think Schofield's any higher than him. I mean, okay, he's fought a Tevin Farmer of the past. But no, I don't want to take that away from him because Tevin Farmer was coming off 2 close fights with Cepeda. So, no, I mean, I guess you could say Schofield has the edge, but to me, Abdullah's got a circle. Has
Schofield had to go through all like
I don't think Abdullah has either.
Oh, him and Noakes was battling, son. You didn't watch the Noakes.
Yeah, but Farmer was supposed to be that fight for him.
Yeah, but you didn't watch the Noakes fight.
But what I'm saying is Farmer was supposed to be that fight for him.
And it didn't happen? Nah.
Schofield took care of business. That's not his fault.
Different type of fights, my boy.
Different
types of opponents.
Yeah, but
you're talking about Farmer. Farmer's a 33, 34-year-old man, but Schofield came in 26, 27. I mean, that's
but the opponent you're talking about, Abdullah, is not even close to the credibility in the fights that Farmer's been in. So no matter how you compare it, Farmer is better than who Abdullah fought. But that was Abdullah's really hard test of rounds, which is good rounds for him. I think Farmer was supposed to be like that for Schofield, but Schofield called him and it didn't work. Because think about it, all of us said it was going to be a good fight. We all thought it was going to be a tough fight.
Correct.
And Schofield took care of business. So you can't be mad at him and fault him for that. I think Abdullah went through a good fight. I think it makes a good fight because they're both young prospects. You know what I'm saying? I think, me personally, I think I'll pick Abdullah.
Yeah, I'll take Abdullah too.
They gotta pick Abdullah. But he ain't even, to me, he's not the best at that 135 prospect. I think Emilio Vargas is.
You take him over Abdullah?
Yeah. Because the thing is with Emilio, he changes his speed very well. It's not all power. He has a good quick jab. He can throw a nice jab and then he can come in with power shots. And then he can switch and go lefty very well too. I just think skill set and all aroundness, I like Vargas a lot better. I think they're both future world champions in that division. To me personally, I think Emilio is the most skilled one, but I think they're both future world champions in that division for sure.
Both meaning him and
Abdullah. Yeah.
Well, Abdullah is a champion. Never mind future world champion.
Yeah, no, but that's not the main belt.
No, he's got a WBO.
That was the main belt?
Yeah, he's got the real WBO. Yeah.
It was the real one?
Yeah.
See, it's such fuckery.
Yeah, no, listen. I would agree with you any other time, fighting for them vacant belts. Yeah. But that was a fucking...
But he won that.
Listen,
who had the belt? The guy?
Nobody was vacant on.
Oh, so they fought for it?
Yeah, it was a vacated.
All right, I respect it.
I guess there was number 1 and 3 or 1 and 2 in the division.
I respect it. I just thought Emilio should be there then. They both got the same amount of fights.
You and I was talking about quitting on the stool.
Yeah.
When is it a proper time for you to quit on the stool, especially... Listen, right, and the reason, and we was talking about it from the fight the other night. We don't know what was there. I said that I thought this dude's ribs was gone. Just knowing what we knew, that was my thought while we sitting there. So my question to you is, when is it a proper time? Do you go back out and just risk the punishment, or is it the corner's job to be like, you know what, we're done?
I think it's a tough situation depending on the situation. I think the only time a fighter should quit on the stool is if there's an injury. When you looked at Billy Joe with his broken socket, you break a hand and you can't punch, or let's say, you try to go southpaw but you're a righty and it doesn't work good, you know what I'm saying? I think it's one of them areas if there's an injury, I think it's tough for any fighter to quit on the school because the Warriors. Me as a coach, I'd rather stop it in the ring. Or if we come to that conversation and we come to the rope, and let's just, to me, I didn't watch the fight, so I don't know how the rounds went before that. Now, if he's getting his ass beat 5, 6, and he's just getting touched, his ass getting touched up, then coming to the back to the 7th, right? Because he stopped in the 7th?
Yeah,
was it going to the 8th?
It was going to the 7th.
Okay, so if it was going to the 7th and he was getting touched 4, 5, and 6. I mean, I'm talking about.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? He wasn't. It's not like he was getting dog walk. You know what I'm saying? And that's what brought me. When I was sitting at home watching, I'm like, man, his rib hit that motherfucker. Must have got touched in them ribs, and he can't. He couldn't hold the body shot no more to that side of the. To that side.
Yeah.
And Paolo, as a intelligent person, he realized that body was like that.
Yeah, you know it should hurt him.
Right.
Now, you listen, you go back to Mike Perry. He broke his ribs in the first round. And that goes to sentiment of what a warrior is because, I mean, listen, everybody's pain tolerance is different.
I was just about to say that you're going to talk about Mike Perry. These dudes is used to having their face busted open.
So pain tolerance is different. I mean, getting a broken rib and getting a snatch is something that's hard to go through. So I don't know if quitting on the stool would roll to that because that kind of goes to an injury scene, right? Hey, my rib's broken, or hey, I tried.
Again, we don't know. We don't know if it was the corner that Again, you don't know if the corner could have been the ones that had been like.
Hey, that's it. Right. No, but what I'm saying is, going into 4, 5, and 6, and let's say he said something about his rib to them 3 rounds ago, and they try to say, hey, look, let's try to fight through it, right? Now come up to that point.
Let me just get this straight. I don't know if anything was wrong with his ribs. It just looked like something.
You're saying from what you saw, it looked like he took a hard body shot.
Yeah.
And it hurt the rib,
Yeah.
and it kind of healed him. If that is the case scenario, we weren't there. So maybe if he did notify the corner, hey, look, I took a shot right here. I don't know if I can get through it. All right, well, let's try to go a couple rounds. Now, if it goes to the point where you were getting your ass beat because of that injury, yes, the corner stopping it for his safety. Because you don't want your rib to get.
I like to sit down and talk. I like to sit down and talk to Theron to see what happened. To see what really happened.
And it goes to them. Like I said, I wasn't there. I don't know what the rounds were before. But now, if he is getting his ass beat and he's getting it handed to him, then yes, round 5, going into 6, I would have said, hey, look, you keep taking this punishment. You don't show me something, I'm gonna stop the fight. So that would already gave him that sense of, hey, if I don't do it, it's going to stop the fight. Because theoretically, when you come to the corner, right, and a fighter does say, hey, I got an injury, the first thing you're going to say is, can you work through it? Can you work through it? Yeah, I'll try. And then if you see it pulling him back and it's not helping and he can really get hurt, then you got to save him from him. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's okay for the corner to stop it at that point because of something happened like that. But if you quit on a stool for no reason because you're getting your ass beat and you just don't want, the next round you could possibly get knocked out, I mean, I don't think as a fighter that's what you should do. But then again, like I said, the corner probably could have stopped it before then anyway. Right. Come that next round, he would have took 2 more hard clean shots. Hey, that's it. I'm not, no more. We ain't watching no more.
Depending who the corner is.
But it all depends on the corner.
Sometimes you listen to these corners and they don't fucking know their ass for their asshole, bro.
Well, and here's the thing, like with Nike, right, he's got power. He hurt him in round 2.
Try round 1.
Try once, right? So he hurt him in round 1, so they're always going to think he has a puncher's chance. But here's the reality. If he's already up 6 rounds and you notice his power is not affecting him no more, he's already adjusted to you, he's outboxing you, he's touching you, he's hurting you. At that point, you're not going to win the fight, so now you got to look for safety next. I'm not saying if it's a good fight and Nike's giving him something back and he's touching Nike more, but Nike's still giving him something back, then that's a competitive fight you got to work your way through. Because you got to go, just because you're not winning doesn't mean you quit. You finish the fight as best as you could, as long as you ain't taking an ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? If you're giving a good competitive fight and you're just not winning and you lose, there's nothing wrong with that. That's just what it is,
right? Stamina working today?
Hell yeah. Listen.
Because I'd say Fresno's in the valley, right?
Yeah, but here's
is it up high?
Yeah, but here's
I don't know.
To me, none of that shit matters because if you train and you're running and you're doing what you're supposed to do, you should be in good shape, right?
No,
but now,
listen, I'm just listen. Again,
everything. But like I
asking
said too, though, right? We don't know what happens in camp. We don't know if there was a pre-existing. We don't know if there's something where it affected you sparring and you couldn't run and you couldn't do these things. All those things play into a training camp that goes into a fight, right? So a lot of people don't know what goes on except the team. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if he was hurt and then corner stopped it, then I understand that. But if they stopped it just because he couldn't go no more, then I had a difference of that. Especially if he was giving him something back. Go through the motion. Like, you got to learn how to work through the loss, you know what I mean? Or getting touched, you know what I mean? So.
This weekend, man, we got some good fights this weekend, man. You got Shaky and Cool Boy Steph, Stephen Foster.
That's going to be a banger.
Fulton, Stephen Fulton.
That's going to be a banger.
I'm looking for that out that whole card. That's the fight.
That's a banger. That's a good, slick 50-50
fight. But that's on the undercard of the Roach, the Roach and Cruz, Pitbull Cruz.
Yeah, but that's not this weekend.
Yeah, it's the 6th.
They fight this weekend?
Yeah.
Roach and Pitbull fight this weekend?
It's the 6th.
Okay, well, if I have to pick, shit, that's a tough pick. Because I like Foster because he can box well, good power.
Steph is coming up.
And Steph's coming up in weight. But Steph also showed he's a dog against the last fight. But I think anytime you're going up in weight, I think you got to lean towards the guy that's there, right?
I would say so.
I mean, because they both got skills.
You know, last time we sit there, we see what happened.
But
you see what happened with Canelo and Crawford.
Yeah, but that was a more personal pick.
I'm taking Steph.
You're taking Steph?
Yeah, I'm taking Steph. There was Pitbull. I said I was taking Steph, Roach.
Hold on, you're going too fast.
No, I'm trying to think I was trying to think who's the other one on the card. It was the co-main. I'm trying to think who else was on it.
It's a tough fight.
Look it up.
It's a tough fight for the simple fact they both can box on the outside. Does Fulton carry some power going up? I don't know.
How was his power at 26?
I mean, it was enough to keep the respect. It was enough respect to keep what's his name off. So I mean, that says something, right? I mean, he must have hit him to a couple shots where he was like, okay, he got a little pop, right? Honestly, I think how the fight's gonna go is like this. It's gonna be whatever fighter, whatever team makes the good adjustment after round 6. Because I think they both have good boxing skills.
So you think that fight is even all the way to the 6th?
I think that box is even. I think that fight is even because they both can fight out and they both don't have a problem fighting in. So I think it's going to be who sticks to whose game plan and who can make that adjustment when the adjustment's got to be made. Because there's going to be 2 adjustments that are going to have to get made, right? Whoever makes that first adjustment, the next guy's got to make that second adjustment. I think who can make the second adjustment is to be the guy that can take the fight and run with. Or does it go all the way down to close?
Oh no, that fight is. I call it a majority. I'm taking Steph Fulton.
Majority?
Probably yeah.
Not unanimous.
No, they won't be. Lauren Janabek.
Okay, so so my pick is 50-50 fight. I think whoever makes the adjustments, I'm gonna roll with.
So, I thought it would be an easy pick. Skills
It's
pay
not.
the bills.
It's not easy. Yeah, but Fulton's got. But Foster's got skills, bro. He can box. He got quick hands.
I don't think he can box like fucking Cool Boy though. You gotta remember, the only thing that stopped Cool Boy in his run is Inoue. Only thing.
He had 2. He had 3 good. Okay, he did 3 fights. Got knocked out by Inoue. The fight he came after that, he didn't look good. And then this fight he moved up
and he looked good.
And he did look good, right? But now here's the thing: you're not fighting a flat-footed fighter. You're not fighting somebody that can just sit there and they're gonna go to work. You're fighting somebody that can box too. Somebody that's gonna have to make you adjust. Somebody that's gonna have to make you. Now, if we go back to Inoue, he made Fulton have to adjust. It wasn't just sitting in the booth. You know what I'm saying? He had a box. So now, is he able to hang and do those things at a heavier weight with somebody that can box? Since Fulton can box.
You mean O'Shaky?
I'm sorry, O'Shaky. Foster can box. That's what makes the fight a very good fight. I'm gonna damn, they both been world champions.
It wasn't even that hard for me to make that choice.
Yeah, because you don't analyze it that way.
I've analyzed it. It's been analyzed and it's been done, son. I'm telling you. I'm just sitting there telling you. I just even when the fight was made, I even though I know it's gonna be a good fight, I'm still gonna take Steph to pull it out just because of the skills in the end.
Yeah, but they both have skills.
I just think Steph.
And they both combine.
I just think Steph is a step above.
Okay. All right, so you gonna go with Steph? Then fuck it. Just because he's going with Steph, I'm gonna go with.
Okay. Classy mouth.
So I'm gonna go with Foster.
The opening bout of that card will be Jesus Ramos.
Okay, the one that Lubin.
Yeah, against Mosley Jr. Shane Mosley Jr.
Oh, Ramos is gonna knock him out.
You think he's gonna knock him
Yeah.
out? Listen, I watched like 2 fights of Shane the other day because I was bored, right? And I was like, he's not as bad as I thought. He's not as bad as I thought he was.
He's not bad.
But he's not bad. He's not bad at all. He's not bad at all, yo. He'll beat a lot of fucking guys.
Yeah. But I think Ramos is on another level. I think he learned a lot from that Lubin fight because he did fight after that and won.
But what they at? 60? What they fight? 60, 54? Angie, what's that weight at? 54 or 60?
I think it's 54.
It's for the WBC interim middleweight title.
54?
54. I'm gonna pick Ramos on that.
Yeah, I'm taking Ramos too.
All right, I'm gonna roll with him. Plus, it's my last name. I'm gonna roll with
And then
him.
you got Frank Martin
And who?
and Bartholomew.
Oh, the brother.
Ramsey Bartholomew.
Frank Martin's gonna fold him.
Yeah, Ramsey's the Dominican.
They're too old.
They're older guys. Right. They're just there to give him a little work.
They'll give him a little.
They come to fight.
He'll give him a little bit of rounds, but Martin will pull away on that.
Yeah.
So I got Martin.
No, but I want to see how Lara's gonna look. You said Lara's gonna get old in that fight.
So Lara's fighting
Janabek.
the one that just fought not too long ago.
He's fighting the champion and one's the other champion.
Yeah, but then Janabek just fight not too long ago. He's the 160 champ,
yeah,
right?
the 160 champion, the Russian or whatever he is, the
he's
Eastern European dude.
Yeah, he's gonna beat Lara.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think
I think Laura's age is gonna show this. Because Bud wants to fight. Bud was interested in.
Well, that's what they was talking about.
Bud was interested in him.
Over there to get all the belts.
He'll beat him.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think
Easy?
I think he. Nah, I mean,
Think he stops him?
Laura's got feet, so you gotta respect.
But Laura's also in his 40s, so how much of them feet's gonna work? Because even when he fought Danny Garcia, he was sitting on his. The last few fights he's been sitting on his punches and boxing.
But Janabek different.
Yeah, but boxing, but the dude still could fight, yo. The dude he still got his motions, he got his reflexes, so.
Nah, I'm picking him back.
Yeah, I'm picking him too, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think the young lion will be too much. But Laura ain't gonna give it to him. He's gonna have to go earn it for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the co-main.
Yeah, could Laura could he
What?
upset him?
It's boxing. Anything can happen.
Well, it couldn't happen if it was Jake. That wouldn't be the same sentiment.
That's totally different conversation.
So don't say it's boxing.
That shit is a totally different conversation.
But don't say it's boxing. It can happen though.
No.
Don't say it's boxing. It can happen.
But those are two high-level pro
It doesn't
fighters.
matter. It's boxing. It can happen.
No.
Okay, well.
No, because it can be script. That's why. That's a big difference. That changes the whole. It's boxing. When you got two pro fighters.
Listen, let me ask you a question, right? And then we get back to where we was at, right? How the fuck do you, I understand taking a dive. Don't get it fucked up. But how do you script a 10-round fight?
Easy.
An 8-round fight?
Easy. Hey, look, we're going to do this in the first round. Hey, we're going to do this in the second and third. Then you can catch me with a shot, make it look real. But hey, don't go full. Come on, nigga. We all know how this shit can work, bro. They done it in WWE for how long?
Yeah, but WWE is not boxing.
It's still a rough sport.
That's something you can script though. Listen, you can script a boxing match because they got fucking plenty of boxing movies.
Let me tell you the fight.
But here's the problem, right? Just like I just said, they got plenty of boxing movies, right? You're gonna always be able to tell if something's gonna be scripted, if a punch is gonna be held or something.
I still look back at the
Woodley.
The Tyron Woodley fight when he stood there like this and didn't let his right hand go. Come on, bro. You've been fighting for years.
But you don't think he got shell shocked?
From what?
Fuck if I know, nigga. I'm just saying, yo. You got again. I'm just listen.
I don't know.
I'm just playing devil's advocate because my problem is that I understand that. Like I say, I feel Jake Paul's in a lose-lose situation. You're fucking either you're gonna get your ass whipped or you're gonna fight for real. And if you win, you're still gonna fucking lose because you'd be better
here's
off
the
getting
thing.
knocked out. Listen, in this situation, he's better off getting knocked the fuck out.
Here's the thing. There's nobody in this world that you can sit here and yes, he earns the respect for the training. He's putting in the work. But there's something that you can't replace and speed up, which is experience.
But Joey,
I don't give a
but
fuck,
listen,
man.
I keep saying, but this is boxing, right? Even listen again, like I said, he's in a lose-lose situation. But
That's like me going to fight Floyd right now.
Let's say me and Angie get in the ring, and she fucking just happens just to catch one. Is it scripted? It's boxing, man. Anybody can get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, but
you just gotta get caught.
You can tell me not to block it and get hit.
All right, my mouth, nigga. I'm just sitting there saying, he's in a lose-lose situation.
But
He's better off to get knocked
but
out.
how many
he's
fighters?
better, even if he goes 12, even if he goes to what did he fight? 8
Listen,
rounds? Even if he goes to the end of the belt, he's still losing.
Here's my biggest thing about it. When Jake fought Fury and he lost, I thought he was going on the right path. Like, oh, he's really going to get in there and fight these C-level fighters and get in there and earn that, right? The problem I have is I don't care who you sparring. When you get in a fight with a world champion that has been a world champion a couple times at the biggest division, and the giant Goliath division, you've been in there with the best fucking heavyweights. It's experience. And you going to tell me some nigga that ain't fought no higher than a C-level fighter can walk in there and fucking, oh, I'm going to throw the fucking right hand and I'm fucking...
No, that's not what I'm saying,
man.
Joey. That's not what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But let's say he gets in close enough. Let's get...
If we're talking about...
Listen,
hold on,
wait.
I'm going to give you an example. If we're talking about the Jake Paul that we just saw against Chavez, ain't no fucking way he's beating Joshua Wilder.
I don't think he's beating Joshua. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. I'm just sitting there saying he's in a lost situation.
But what I'm saying, though,
if he was to get lucky and fucking and land a
But
fucking...
he didn't get lucky even with Chavez.
I understand what you're saying. You're missing missing what I'm trying to say as to why he's a lost situation.
I understand what you're saying, but here's the problem. He wasn't comfortable with a bigger Chavez, with somebody as big as him that could take the shot, right?
Yeah, and fucking this
and he couldn't. And Chavez was there all night for him to land it and do whatever. The reason why he couldn't was because he was scared what was going to come back, right? Or if he wasn't scared what was going to come back, did you already know what wasn't going to come back? See what I'm saying? He could have dog walked Chavez all night because Chavez was garbage. There was nothing he could give. But in a puncher's chance, he knew Chavez could hurt him, right? So now either two things happen. Either you ain't got the skill or the knowledge, because if you watch the fight, every time they got close, he didn't know how to throw. It was almost an uncomfortable place. Now, step back and put him in range, he can throw a good uppercut, he can throw a good right hand, right? You look at the 2 shots he throws well. Uppercut, loop right hand, right? Those can be thrown on the outside. But now once we're close, now what? You go to the body, I can counter, right? You're in my range to touch. So 2 things I look at. Either it was scripted and you knew nothing was coming back, or generally you didn't know how to go forward against somebody that was that size.
But Tyson Fury fought and Duque, whatever the hell his name is, and didn't he put Tyson Fury down? Or was that
but
scripted?
that's a big boy.
But Jake got more fucking boxing knowledge than him.
Hold on. That's a big boy that's been fighting in that big division in MMA, and that's a young fucking lion.
Yeah, young. He's in his fucking almost in his 40s.
Yeah, but he was young in the game. So him catching somebody, listen, nothing surprises me in heavyweights, right? So if you're saying if Jake does catch him, could he hurt him? Absolutely, because those are big power punchers in that division. In heavyweight, nothing surprises me. If you watch heavyweight spar, you're
that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. I'm playing.
But he's not a fucking heavyweight.
But if he does catch him and drop, and just by fucking chance, and it's not a script, he loses anyway, right? Because people are gonna say it's scripted, right?
Yes.
So he's better off just getting knocked out.
He's better. Listen,
he's better off just going out there and getting knocked out.
No, he's better off going out there really trying. Because here's the story I like. You go out there and you give it your all. That shows respect for the whole boxing world, because the whole boxing world's gonna respect that. Damn, that motherfucker came from nothing. He puts in the work. He dared to be great. He went out there and fought a guy that's young. Still, I don't care if AJ's lost 3 times. He's fought the best fighters in the world. You know what I'm saying? On the biggest stages.
No, facts.
So this group of fans is nothing new to AJ. He's been fighting in fucking Wembley. But I holds over
99,000, right, correct.
So he's been in the place more than one time on that level, right? So Jake doesn't win an edge there. There's nothing mental you're going to get to him, right? So if Jake really went out there and fought his ass off and Jake were to get dropped and get up and fight, if Jake were to get stopped, I would have more respect for that because that's a motherfucker that's really trying to show the world.
So does that change your
absolutely.
perception?
I think that changes everybody's perception.
Jake, listen to this, man. Go out there and do what you got to do, bro.
Listen.
I believe at least 90% of the people are doing this respect.
Here's the thing. Jake had the boxing world going when he was fighting boxers. The minute he came back to the WWE thing, which is Tyson, listen, anybody that watches boxing knew fucking damn well that's having a 60-year-old man out there that his legs were gone. You could see it. It hurt your feelings as a fan of Mike Tyson because that's not what I'm trying to see. And the fact that everybody that believed that shit weren't boxing people, right? We all knew that shit, right? So when you went back to that, we were like, what the fuck?
Did you feel bad for Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
Do you be feeling bad for me when these kids be in here beating me?
Nope, because you got a mouth. You talk shit, that's why. You talk shit, you get taught. So then who was after that? Who was after Mike Tyson?
Chavez.
So we all thought Chavez was different, but what did we all say? We already knew Chavez fucked up his dad's name. The nigga never made weight. The nigga never read train.
Do you think he fucked up his dad's name?
Fucking absolutely.
He's a fucking individual, man.
That was my fucking son. I'd be mad as fuck.
Nah, man, but come on, man. He's his individual. He made his own path.
I'm going to tell you why it's going to fuck up my name. Here's why. If I built a legacy and went out there and trained my ass off and gave it my all.
Listen,
you went out there and you fucked with
okay.
the game of boxing because you didn't make fucking weight as a professional. You got drug tested and failed multiple times. You're taking training fucking half-ass. So at that point, you are fucking with my name.
So Floyd made it the father's name good then?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Let's say Chavez
outside of Floyd, the Mayweather name would have not got a good.
Let's say Chavez didn't win.
Roger had a good
Let's
career.
say Chavez Jr. didn't win and won a title, but he did it the right way and he made weight and he did hard and he never filled his dad's shoes. Everybody will respect that because trying to fill your dad's shoes would be a total different fucking thing, right? But the fact that you went out there and embarrassed your dad's last name because of everything you weren't doing professionally, that makes his name look bad. You know what I'm saying? Nah, he gonna love him. That's his son. But you don't think he pull him to the side and be like, fuck, bro?
Man, let's go back to this weekend's card, man. We got Pitbull Cruz and Lamont Rhodes Jr.
I'm going to roll with, drum roll. I'm going to take Lamont.
I'm taking Lamont too.
Stop going with my pick.
No, I'm taking Lamont too.
No, I pick Lamont just because I think Lamont has the skills to box on the outside and also get in the booth and work his way around. I think he got better feet than Pitbull. I'm not picking Pitbull anymore because he doesn't have a fucking jab. So to me, he's plain and simple. I think Lamont's gonna be able to outbox him.
Where'd Brandon go? Hey, Brandon, come here, man. Pull up a stool.
He went to the bathroom. So I think I'm gonna go with Lamont.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think Lamont's gonna outbox him.
Man, we had the over the weekend they had the silver gloves out here.
Come in.
Pull up a stool. They had the silver gloves out here.
We got Bam. For all y'all don't know, it's Brandon Bam Ortiz.
They had the silver gloves out here over the weekend, man. Bam competed. He didn't win. You know, but Bam's on a whole different mission, Bam.
Having fun. That's what the amateur about, cause and when we get to that pro, that's when we kill it. You know?
That's when the deadlock's in there.
You're getting in that ring, though. I know your coach, so obviously I know what's going on. Tell the people what do you? How you're just going out there practicing for your transition, correct? For the transition, right? For the transition, correct?
With amateur, there's a lot of throwing, and a lot of people do a lot of like silly,
fast stuff and shit.
Rabbit punching.
I'm just trying to go in there and practice my craft on my pro boxing. You know, like there's a difference between amateur. A lot of amateurs can't sit down on their punches and turn to a pro. That's what messes a lot of them up when they turn pro.
And Bam, you got a big following on social media, man. And how do you handle? You know, you get all the haters on there. They be talking shit because they listen. Wait. What I'm trying to say is, people don't know your work ethic. Yeah. So for I read a comment and it said you should be, instead of trying to be on social media, be training.
Nah, I say what the fucking fucking comment was, because I'm tired of y'all niggas running y'all mouth.
No. Relax.
Hey, relaxing. It's relaxing. It's a show, man. We got.
No. I want to hear it from here first, and then
I'm
you
gonna
the
get first,
coach.
then he can go, because it's protective, right?
I like to let people think what they want to think, because when they see me do my thing, it's a whole different story. Show a whole different thing.
I go a little deeper than that, but here my thing is, a lot of people don't realize, because I'm gonna say this because I was in it, right? I used to think before I knew him, oh man, he only likes the Instagram. He wants to be the Instagram star, right? He want to be this. Until I met him and met his team with his mom, his dad, and then met Bam, and I realized the first day I trained him, I'm like, yo, this motherfucker really works, right? Didn't pick up a phone at all. So I'm like, where's the shit coming from? Then I see who runs it, right? Now I see how it works, right? But I tell people this all the time. I've been around a lot of pros training. I've been in the gym with a lot of guys that put in work. And this is when I see stuff like that comment that was made on his page. Only if you knew, right? I even tell him, like, only if they knew, because the amount of sacrifice and dedication that he puts into this craft, kids don't, right? Kids that are more talented don't work as hard as he does. When I met Bam, there was a base of where he was at, but there was a lot he had to gain, right? So it's almost like pulling the reins back from the kid that's going to say, hey, we got to return it, refocus, rebuild this house back up, right? In the last 6 months, this kid has worked harder than most pros that I've trained.
So basically what you're saying is, he's a house. You just took everything from the inside because you already had the foundation.
It's almost like regutting
the house.
It's like regutting the whole house, taking the walls down a little bit, because we had to restart back off with a base on how you. But here's the thing: when you have a kid that's willing to train the way that he's willing to push himself, it makes every coach's job easier, right? When you see kids talk and take shots at him, he's a nice kid. He don't talk shit to nobody. He walks in with his head up. When he sees people in the places, it's always love. But and I know growing up, people hate on anything that they see positive, right? Yeah. So they see a young kid have a big following. That's all he cares about. But what a lot of y'all don't realize is this kid's in the gym 6-7 days a week. Me and his dad got to tell him to get his ass up out the gym. And every day it's jog work like clockwork. Every day it's, yes, coach. Ain't no argument. Hey, we're doing 10 rounds of sparring today. Yes, coach, what we doing? Yeah. It's a constant where a lot of these people don't realize that, half of y'all don't realize that this kid don't even pay attention. When he's in the gym, ain't no phone picked up. It's work. And I wish most fighters that I've trained and done those things are just like him. And he's still an amateur, right? But we had to teach him to become a professional.
So, what is the plan? What is the plan with Team Bam Bam? What is the we at the end of 25. What are you gonna do? Another year as an amateur? Yeah. How old are you now?
I'm 18.
18. So you're gonna go another year as an amateur and turn pro? Is that the plan? You plan on how many shows you plan on doing?
Willing.
God willing, right.
As much amateur fights till we go pro.
I think what me and his dad talk about. We talk a lot about is consistency. I think consistency is what's going to show us if he's ready for that next step, right? He's still young. He's only 18. He's starting to get into his body strength. I think people have to understand in the game of boxing, there's kids that
develop late.
They just take off and they're on top of it. Yeah. And there's kids that are late bloomers.
Right.
They start developing late, but then their style becomes better as a pro than an amateur. You know what I'm saying? Amateur, there's plenty of boxers I know that we know right now that are on top. They didn't have a best amateur career. They've been doing good as a pro, right? So for him, it's, what we talk about is consistency. And as long as he can keep building and learning.
As sparring goes, do you spar with more amateurs or pros or
more pros? Whoever coach bring me to spar, I spar. That's how it goes.
You like a little pit bull?
I just like to fight. Back then, before I was boxed, I used to fight in the streets. So it's just like fighting is what I like to do, what I love to do.
He has this little thing, man. He does with his dad. It's neat because when you're in the corner and you make a team, you look for people to do different things, right? And it's funny, he has this little thing with his dad where he fucking, remember when you were like, why does he Bam open his eyes and smile at me? Because he get like this little dog thing. He's like, oh, Dad, I'm about to get his ass. Like he clicks into this switch, and it's funny because he's done it every fight, right? And it's something that it's a good thing to have, because when you step in here, a switch has got to go.
Right.
And then when you get out, the switch has got to shut off. He's starting to learn what he is and what he's gonna do. You know
In your last two, you fought twice in here in September, October, right? We was in November. What month was
we
we
fought 3 times in the last 3 months.
And-
We've had a fight each month.
You went 1 and 2 in them fights.
Yeah.
The 2 losses, the experience. It was more, you got in there with more experienced guys. How was that? How did you feel? How you feel the control? How you feel yourself? Did you feel strong in there with them guys?
Yeah,
Did you feel like you
it was
belonged
fun.
in there with them guys?
Oh, yeah.
That had more
I
experience
feel
in
like
it.
if we had some more rounds, we give us some
It'd be a different
bad-
fight,
It'd be
right?
a whole different story, Because
I
I
think-
feel like I get active more past like the second round. Once the second round click, I'm like, oh, I already know. what to do.
He a slow.
So slow starter.
Yeah.
And
I don't
that's-
think he's that. Before he wasn't like that. I think we're starting to make him understand. But see, that's the pro learning, right? We got rounds. So I'm going to figure out with a jab. That's what a lot of kids don't do, right? He's starting to really implement those first 2 rounds is getting going.
You got 7-8 months now with Coach Joey, right?
Yeah.
My question to you is, what do you feel that you've learned? That something that you feel like you've gotten better at within that time. And don't say, and listen, right? And when you answer this, make pretend he's not here. No, seriously. Don't
feel the pressure.
Don't feel the pressure. No, let's be honest. Let's be
On
honest.
my style?
On anything, that you feel that in these last 8 months that you've gained, you fought 3 times, whatever you feel that is the difference
I
from
feel like-
from them last 3 times till, let's say, when you fought last year, a year ago today. You know what I'm saying? What the difference that you've seen in
My
yourself?
skill level went up. My calmness and patientness in the ring. I will always be just like tense, but more I'm now like patient and relaxed and know that I'm capable of doing whatever I want to do.
All right, man. We got a card just coming up this
I feel the peace, cause without Coach Joey, like it will always just be some like I wouldn't be like working as hard, or I would just be like not really that happy in boxing.
Hold on,
With
Dad.
Coach Joey.
We got Dad. What you got, Dad?
Coach Joey in my corner and him teaching me and helping me, it's been like a whole different like ball game. I really been locked in.
Roll the pass.
Oh yeah, roll in.
Yeah,
We got this Coach
Coach David over here, man.
Yeah, band fathers. I could answer that easily. Before he wasn't thinking in that ring. He was just throwing punches, looking for the knockout. Wasn't careful enough. He wasn't moving his head. He was getting hit more.
Put my head before my
He put his head down. He did a lot. It was a lot of rookie.
Yeah.
Remember
Amateurs.
This kid had few coaches in his career, and I'm not saying they are bad coaches, and they did the best they could, I believe. But that's a coach and a fighter when they click, and you be like, oh, this is it. This was what happened here in Rancho when Coach Joey and Band clicked, and my son and I, we spoke to them in the house, and I say, wow, man, you guys are clicking. You getting shit that, excuse my language, you getting stuff, like easier than before. I never fought. I never had an amateur career, but I studied the game, and I try to do my best for him so he could be good in that ring. And sometimes the matches don't go his way, and it hurts me because I feel that I failed him. And this weekend, he did his best. He fought a kid that had been boxing since he was in Pampers, I guess. He fought Chule, and they're great elite
kids.
fighters. They're not fighters that everybody beat.
They're not no
easily.
pelagatos. They're not pelagatos, yo.
Listen, both
And-
kids can fight.
They both kids could fight, and then he hold his own. He did things that we've been working on.
I haven't been boxing as long.
Listen, we're gonna be honest. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Again, everybody knows Bam around the city because
Yeah.
So we all was thinking that Chule was gonna put the beats on him, put the beats on him. But
and as a father, and I believe in my kid, I was like, yo, I know it wasn't gonna be an easy fight, but he showed me, and I was very proud of him what he did, and I'm like, okay.
Because what we talk about
It's building. It's building.
Me and David and Bam always talk about is something that it's mental, right? You
Yeah.
gotta build something here to believe you can, right?
Yeah.
I think one thing that you've always asked me when I met Bam and started training was, has he got that heart? I said, oh, he got fucking heart and balls for sure. But now it's making him believe that he can have skill with that, right?
Yeah.
So we want him to be in there with these fighters. Like, a lot of people don't get shit twisted and fucked up.
Yeah.
He's not with a team or a coach that says we trying to pick a win. I don't care if he loses every amateur fight from here. As long as he's learning the pro style and doing it there, we can lose and win as long as we're looking like a pro. Because everybody's got a different path. I think Chule and the kid he fought were hell of a fighters. Chule's a hell of a fighter.
Oh, you know, he
And
ranked.
the
No,
kid,
he ranked.
I don't know about an
The kid-
amateur because I'm not been an amateur.
He's
I've
a
been
ranked
pro,
kid, yeah.
Right? But the kid was ranked, and when I watched the film on the kid, Bam knew everything I told him he was going to do. What he do?
Yep.
He did it.
He did it.
I said, hey, this kid can fight. He's not bad. And then when we get out there, what I look to judge, right, is the school, the work we're putting in the gym is what I'm looking to see. What does he do against these elite fighters? Because technically, Chule and these guys that are ranked nationally are elite amateur fighters. They're higher up there.
Correct,
Bam's
correct.
never been there, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm looking at is how does Bam take those elite
The
guys?
national guys from
And
the
how
national.
do we slow them down to our style? First thing I've been preaching to Bam is we're gonna make them slow down to our style, which is a pro style. Him not jumping in and going crazy. It's starting a round off with a jab, making them have to think, because when you go to amateur, a lot of these guys ain't thinking. It's a reaction type of fight, and once they get that beat on you, it's war, right?
Yeah.
He hasn't been giving the war. He's showing them he's got skills. So a lot of these guys will be like, oh, I beat him, da 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 da. Well, okay, cool. But I'm here working on stuff. To what I keep preaching to him, that same day I preach to him, it's just sparring with the lights
Yes,
on.
sir.
We're sparring with the lights. I don't give a damn what anybody out in the crowd or any who want to see what. I know what I need to see. What I just said earlier was consistency. I need to make sure every time we fight, he's doing some pro things. And if people on the outside that know him and know how hard he trains say, hey, he's looking better, now we know we're going in the right direction.
All right, man.
And it's, I want to say, and those that talking crap shit, whatever you want to say, just come in the ring, but sparring. That's all.
Say like you
That's
said,
all.
yo,
Come in the ring
you
and
got
spar.
to come get that dog work. It's dog work. Bam, give that dog work. They get that dog work, yo.
We go out the gym, we spar, and they get good sparring with
Yeah, it's
Bam,
dog
man.
work.
They can't say
Listen,
no.
right? We got a fight coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
We got Pitbull Cruz
Yeah, that's gonna be
against
He's a
Lamont
troller,
Roach.
though. He
Wait.
trolls.
We got Pitbull Cruz, Pitbull Cruz, Lamont Roach Jr., Janabek, Lara, Fulton, Foster, and we got Ramos,
And Ramos and
Mosley Jr.
Yeah.
What's your predictions?
I don't know. Those gonna be great fights.
Start with the first one.
But
Start
tell me-
Fulton and Foster.
Fulton, Foster.
I got Foster.
Foster.
Fulton is
Ramos, Shane Mosley Jr.
I'm a mostly fan. His father's great. I'm going mostly.
You going Mosley?
I ain't gonna lie, I don't even know how Ramos fight.
That's fine.
That's fine.
fine,
I really don't
Let's
know how
go.
Ramos fight.
He's the one that Lubin
That's the one Lubin beat.
Oh,
The Mexican kid.
Yeah, he was the top prospect. He was a prospect coming up.
Ramos probably win.
Yeah, I picked Ramos.
Janabek Lara.
Janabek.
Got it back.
See?
And Pitbull and Lamont.
Come on.
All right.
You on the side?
Listen, right, man.
I'm sorry.
Man, I want to thank you
And
guys
I'm
for.
a Pitbull fan,
Man, I
bro.
want to thank you guys for stopping through,
Thank you,
man,
bro.
and giving us,
Appreciate
man,
you guys.
giving us a
Appreciate
few
everybody.
minutes, man. Man, this is Fight Game News Talk.
Coach's
Corner, man.
Way
You know,
out.
man. Follow the page,
you.
man. El Rancho Boxing, Team Bam
Hey,
Bam.
make sure you go follow
Puerto
me.
Rican. What is it? What's your? No. We go.
Make sure you follow Team
I ain't got no
Bam,
Instagram.
Team Bam.
Team Bam Bam
Make sure you
Ortiz,
follow
man,
Bam.
yo. Man, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, man, yo. We out.
Thank you.
Don't step up in that ring if you can't bang nothing. I got a left and a right for your mama.